Hello dear ladies and gentlemen, thank you for meeting and for possibility to join the European Commission National Ethics Committee's meetings on ethics and pandemics lesson learned topic, and to learn more about challenge and lessons from your countries and to share some updates from Azerbaijan. We have less than 10 minutes, that is why I will be very short. Azerbaijan is the country of 10 million population. I am professor of legal medicine, medical law and bioethics, chairman of Azerbaijan Medical Law and Bioethics Association, and deputy chairman of UNESCO National Committee and the Academy of Sciences of the country. So generally, first cases of coronavirus in Azerbaijan started to be diagnosed among the people coming from Iran, which is the next one of the few next countries after China with blow of epidemic. By today, we have up to 10,000 contaminated cases by COVID-19, 115 cases of death among them, and 5,309 recovered, which is 56%. 375,000 tests have been implemented. So the situation is not so bad in certain other countries, but it really much worse than we had in end of April. Generally, I divide the management of coronavirus pandemic in Azerbaijan in three phases. Awareness, which was rather good in March and was led by the president of the country. The second, which is quarantine with proper management and control of the spread by the cabinet of ministers, operative staff, headquarters created by the presidents, consisted from the ministers mainly, and few experts of medical field. This phase had a lockdown policy until 27 April with restrictions for people above 65 to leave their houses, restrictions for the other people to leave houses more than once, only once daily for 2 hours they could leave houses upon SMS message to special center, to be monitored by government all the movements of the citizens for the purpose of medical, pharmacy, grocery, death, and the third phase, it is easing policy. Then quarantine has been easing, milding. People get right to go out without SMS after 27 April, and in May even older people got these rights. So our opinion is not achieving strategic target by end of April. Easing policy started earlier than needed. That is why, unfortunately, the third phase, we call it losing of control of the management of the situation. And in this losing situation, operative headquarters introducing last 2 weekends the commandant hour, with deprivation of all the rights of leaving the house for 2 days. So people getting really angry and not very happy, because some people still didn't get some social support. Some has problems with supply of water, etc. So this is making a very tremendous situation. At least it is seen in the social networks. So by linear, you can see in the tables of coronavirus voltometer that it is increasing, but the most important is daily new cases. In the beginning of April, we had about 100 per day. By 25 April, it was 25 a day. So we got quite good effect. And 1 week more control, we could eliminate the case or get better control. But unfortunately, this easing made us back by mid of May to the 100-150 new contaminations per day, 250 by end of May, and 370-380 new cases every day at the moment in the mid of June. So all the control was given to the cabinet of ministers. Unfortunately, UNESCO National Committee was not requested for any opinion by the operative staff. I made few calls to gather together or online, but it didn't work. But I joined many meetings of UNESCO, WHO, international meetings. So we are following the case from the beginning. And one of the first calls to the government have been done on Facebook page on two matters. First, it was in the beginning of March. First, it was invitation to consider about social protection of medical staff who will struggle with the pandemic in Azerbaijan, and to make them guaranteed privileges in case of contamination, including financial. And the second, we assessed the situation and found that there is lack of ECMO, oxygenators, extracorporeal membrane oxygenators in the country. I invited government to bring them more. Government responded positively. In week, the salaries of medical staffs for struggle of pandemic were increased 3-5 times. This equipment have been brought. Masks, medical masks production has been established. Model hospitals started to be built. The other initiatives of the state, like bringing Azerbaijan citizens abroad by charter flights, up to 20,000 citizens have been brought back and placed and checked up at the entrance, and then placed in quarantine if needed, or in the hospitals if needed treatment. Suspension of schools, universities, trading centers, all public gathering places, wedding, funerals, etc. was also good action. The special foundation and the special donations to WHO have been made. So many initiatives of March in awareness period were quite good. Last meetings in the last decade of the March of the operative headquarters led to the introduction of quarantine regime, which I described already, and it also gave positive results by the 27th of April. During this regime, and up to now, country is closed, except charter flights. We don't have any communication with world. But even in the country also, the cities are closed, main cities of the city, including Baku. So in such situation, I would say that being Executive Vice President of World Association for Medical Law and Chairman of National Medical Law Association Bioethics, we made a TV appearance 7 times during this period, published a couple of very actual articles. Review number was 150,000 reviews and great many positive feedbacks. Which topics we touched? These ethical and social topics, because in March in awareness and in April looking at media, we mentioned that there is something like threatening people by coronavirus pandemic. Of course it is dangerous, of course we need to be protected, but not to be very much afraid. But this threatening from media made people psychologically very vulnerable. People were even afraid to open the window for air, you know. So in such situation, we made several applications to the office of the president, to the operative headquarters and media, that it is not correct to make equate the coronavirus contamination with the death, because it is very hard stigmatization started in society. Neighbors started to follow the neighbors. That is why 9 messages out of 10 from media was negative about catastrophic outcomes, about fatalities, tragedies, especially in the countries when the situation was difficult. So to protect people from this panic and psychotic reaction, we made a couple of very good articles, which was recognized by the state and the public. The final publication now is under publication in English in the Journal of Medicine and Law of World Association for Medical Law. And thank you, Edita, if you will send me a list of addresses of our National Ethics Committee. I will be glad to share this journal with all, with our article and article of our colleagues from other countries. So other positive outcomes, which is huge increase of respect to medical profession in Azerbaijan, which is good, ecological outcomes, and etc. My time is finishing. I'm finishing by words of great Oriental scientist and Dr. Avicenna. Panic itself is half of the disease. Peace of mind is half the health, and patience is the beginning of healing. I wish you all patience, stay healthy and safe, please. See you. Bye-bye.